The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. As always, it's your man, Ruben, in the house tonight on a beautiful, beautiful Sunday evening. Glad that all y'all could be here with us today. As always, with me are the dynamic two. That will be, first of all, my cousin AG.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
And my homeboy Moby.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, players? How we living today?
Oh, we living because you said you had a bone to pick with me about that Cobra comment that I didn't get, that I didn't watch the show. So what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we talking about?
G.I. Joe reference.
You don't
man.
listen to your own show, so apparently you don't know.
You,
anything.
but
He
So
didn't
said you
he didn't
had
get the
a
G.I.
bone
Joe
to
reference. Yeah, he didn't get the G.I. Joe reference, and you felt something.
Oh, yeah.
about it.
yeah.
Okay,
Because,
so
I mean,
what?
did you get the G.I. Joe reference?
I didn't watch the show enough to do that.
What?
How could I get something I never watched it?
What?
In AG, in Ruben's defense, if you ever watch the show,
I'm sure it's funny.
no, I'm just saying, if you ever watch the show, he says it in every goddamn episode. He
see,
yells out Cobra in literally every episode.
I had no idea. 'Cause, again, I don't watch the show.
Let's go back. Hold on, man. We gotta go back.
It's
to
like
this.
Scooby Doo. Like, you know, at some point in time, somebody's gonna say something about them meddling kids.
Exactly.
Like in G.I. Joe, he's gonna start yelling Cobra.
Yeah,
How
ain't
do
nothing-
you- Hold on, man. We're
Yo,
not gonna
hold
escape
on,
the
man.
problem.
You're not about to shame him because he didn't watch G.I. Joe. Because I
he
said
already did.
Because I said right on the podcast, like, if you made a Voltron reference, I'm clueless, buddy. Like, I'm just like, hey man, whatever, man. I'll take your word on it.
Man, but if they start talking about form feet and legs, form arms and torso, and I'll form the head, you know what the hell we talking about.
That could be Transformers.
Oh,
What?
I was thinking that was Power Rangers. I'm like,
Oh my God. All
what
of you.
are we talking about, man?
Oh my God. Oh
And
my
actually,
God.
I watched a few episodes of Power Rangers because the grandson.
And they ain't
watched
never say that shit. But
Hey, look,
oh my
man.
God.
Once again, you're talking about shows that I did. First off, I'm not a Voltron fan, not a Power Rangers fan. I said on the show, if you make a He-Man reference, I'm clueless. Like, they're making the He-Man movie, and I'm just like, sure.
Well, there's a reason why we don't make He-Man references, because the shit was terrible.
It's terrible
No,
to you.
Look, man.
See, here
you're
we
right.
go again. I'm not going to get involved in this. The bottom
just
line
saying,
is you
like,
called me out on
oh.
something that wasn't fair for you to call me
Are
out
we
on.
gonna,
and I
are we
wasn't
gonna
there
act
to
like
defend
G.I.
myself.
Joe was good? Are we really gonna sit here and act like G.I. Joe is a good cartoon? We
None of them
just
were good,
But you just
except for
you're right.
Voltron. Voltron was
You're
dope.
right. You're right, AG. I'm sorry, man.
But I didn't start
I
this.
did it.
Because
All
we're
I
not
was
going
saying-
down that rabbit hole, sir. We're not doing
Hey
that.
man, hey man, my bad. I figured that everybody who grew up during that time had an idea of what G.I. Joe and Cobra was. Like, that's me. I'll eat that. I just
We
My
know what
bad.
it is. It's just you have to watch the show to understand it at your level, which I never did.
Cadence, you sure you don't want to be on the old man podcast?
why so she
I
can
asked-
look at us and call us old.
I'm just saying.
That's all
I
she
asked
gonna
her
do.
I asked her right before I got on, and she was like, "No, that's for old people." And I'm just like, "All right, damn." Like, my
And
daughter's
Moco
mean.
Cowboy Gargoyles, man,
Actually,
you're in the
regardless
wrong
of
room,
that,
bro.
we were all mean when we were that young.
That's
Come on
true.
now. Come on now.
Yeah, but
There's a lyric in the song that says it. I remember when 30 was old. So come on now. But yeah,
Moco
you called me
Cowboy.
out, man. I was like, bruh, really? Is this what we're doing?
Hey,
Come
you know what? And once again, AG, my bad. I
Yeah, I'm not.
publicly apologize. I'm gonna publicly apologize because, hey man, my bad. I thought people of our age Everybody watched G.I. Joe at least once or twice, maybe even the G.I. Joe the movie. I don't know. My bad.
I mean, I've seen the movie, but that doesn't mean that when somebody puts a reference out there that I'm like, because like if I put a reference out there to Star Blazers, you're gonna be clueless probably.
No,
I've
clue.
watched
I don't
Star
even know.
Blazers.
I don't even
No.
know what you're talking about.
All Star Blazers. What?
That's the theme song. Everybody know that.
I understand.
I-
Everybody
I
don't
don't-
know that.
Sir, I do not know that. I've never even until you just said that. I've never even heard of that show. I didn't know that
The
show.
Star
existed.
Blazers came out before Voltron. And if you
That's
really want to
exactly
go
my
deep,
point.
and we really want to go deep, we could talk about Transzor Z. We could talk a little bit about Gundam. I mean, we can go like, whoa. Don't be talking about what I know or don't know. I know some shit.
We never did.
That is so
We-
not the point. But
We
okay,
never brought up what you
anything you
did.
say, because he is definitely in his feelings right now.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. I apologize like twice, and don't feel like you accepted my apology.
You know what it is, AG? If you say anything about it, you're attacking him, man. Like,
Actually, I should be attacking him because he attacked me, and I wasn't there to defend myself. That's what really this is. This is what this is really about.
I understand
Because
that,
I'm
and
sitting there
I
defending it, and
apologize.
it's like, did this fool just call me out?
And I apologize twice.
No,
Do I need to
I don't
apologize
know.
a third time?
no, you don't need to apologize anymore. I'm just recalling the way I felt when I heard you. That's all I was doing right then. But you know what, Ruben? I accept your apology, sir.
I appreciate that.
Accept it.
F
fuck
that,
with
AG. How dare you not watch G.I. Joe, dog? How dare you, bro?
I know it was a sin. It was a 5-minute warning sin. And you know, Ruben's got the 5-minute warning nails in his feet and hands, and I'm sorry.
Hey
My
man,
bad, sir. My
I
bad.
rolled the dice on that, and I came up late. It happened.
I'm
That's
just saying,
you rolling the
some,
dice.
somebody gave you a reference that they understood. Like I understood it, and it still wasn't enough for you because you needed total confirmation of your reference. I
'Cause I just thought I thought it was
AG, not
old
only
enough
that,
all three of them would know it. That's all I'm saying.
AG,
That's all I'm saying.
we'll take it further in the chat. Didn't I compliment him for it?
Absolutely, you were.
I was,
gushing.
I was, I
You
was
did
like,
gushing.
I was like, that's a great reference.
And I felt like $150 million there when you said that. I was like,
No,
I
man,
feel
but it
good.
won't enough,
Somebody-
man.
appreciate
It won't
it.
enough.
I mean,
man. Ruby, you got real feminine about this moment now that I think about it, man. Like it just wasn't
it was
enough.
not
It
that
just-
bad.
You
It
just
was
kept
not that
moving.
bad.
You moved the goalpost. The motherfucker said, a motherfucker got the reference, and I complimented you on it, but you was just like, but AG didn't think I was cute. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was trying to stay away from that part because it's kind of what my whole prove me wrong thinks about. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
I mean, damn.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Actually, I go way deeper than that because I was like, wow, he just said that. Yeah, this is ooh, okay. And I wasn't even thinking about me per se. I was just thinking about other situations, and I'm like, woof,
Wait.
okay.
And he brought up old shit. Damn.
No.
Like-
This wasn't old anything. This was like other situations that concern you that don't concern me that you might want to correct. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it there.
Hey,
Because I was
You-
listening. I'm sitting here minding my business, click, 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 cut, and I'm like, did he just call me out for no reason? He called me out about. Oh,
I'm gonna be honest.
you
Real talk.
really have to correct that,
Real talk. Don't even remember calling you out. That's real talk.
and that's even worse.
But that doesn't mean I didn't. That's-
oh no, I know you're never gonna know because we had this discussion. You don't listen to your own show.
well,
And-
no, I do, but I haven't listened to the one that I just put out. So
No, you told
Yeah.
me you don't listen to the whole thing.
AG, let me translate
'Cause
what
I-
Ruben just said.
Okay.
He basically said, I do not recall the hating ass statement I made, but because I know myself, chances are I made that hating.
yeah, that's very true. That's so true. I'm gonna fall on that sword because I don't even know if I deserved it, but you know what? My sorry ass probably did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat that one because
AG, I
the
say we chalk
probability
this
is
up
high.
as a win. I say
Huh?
this is a win because that's some self-awareness right there. He was just
Yeah,
like, hey,
it's
I don't remember saying
self-awareness
it.
though. Was it self-awareness that we had to go this far? I mean,
No,
we're 9 minutes. in with this.
no. It's not
Okay.
self-awareness that we had to go this far. It's self-awareness that we got here because we don't usually get here.
You know
don't.
what? Baby steps. Baby steps.
We
That's
don't get here, you know. But hey, look, I empathize with your statement, and I was like, you know what? You're right. I haven't listened to it, but knowing me, I probably did.
But see, the reason why I said you don't listen to it, and then you were like, I listened to it. I said, Ruben, the reason why I wanted you to listen to it, in particular, the time that we were talking about it, was you had no idea that the commercial that you recorded is in the show every week. And I told you, I said, bro, it's so cool the way I got the transition or whatever, because you don't make a transition, which is on you. You don't make a transition, so I made one for you. And I was like, yo, it's so hot, it's fire. And it's like, what? What do you mean you don't know? Man, just listen to it. And you're like, man, whatever. I ain't got time. That's almost the sentiment that you left me with. I was like,
that's because I trust you, AG. And I know
I hear that. But did you hear how you sound though? Did you hear how you sound though?
AG, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge how great of a producer you are.
Yes.
And I appreciate all of your hard work because you do stuff that I know I can't do. So I would like to just say thank you.
Bro, stop
Thank
it.
you, Mo B.
Stop it. Yeah. You see, y'all got me messed up, man.
Oh, we got you messed up. Are you sure?
Everybody know I appreciate you. Every time.
No, but we're not questioning that. We're not questioning that.
Okay.
Again, this is one of the I felt two things when you said that to me. The first thing was, this dude just blew me off. The second thing was, please don't do this to someone who has a vagina. Please don't. Those are the only two thoughts I had. Moco Cowboy, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, AG. That's hashtag appreciate AG. That's what.
Well, you know what, Moco Cowboy, if you listen to the podcast, you know that transition is fire. In fact, all the people, and there are quite a few, thousands of people download this podcast. Ain't that transition fire?
All day. All day is fire. You know what?
You making it worse. You making it worse. You making it worse by saying it's fire. You ain't never heard that.
Exactly. It's like, I'm like, because he tried to soften the blow by saying, I trust you. I'm like, you know what? That was pretty good. Not the point.
I mean, look, man. See, here's the thing, right? Like, I know that you do fire things because you've done the intro. You've changed the intro. You've done a remix to the intro. You've done this whole thing, man. It's a 100%, man. Whatever you wanted, like the opening, you did that. You're phenomenal. You're doing shit that I can't even think about doing. I would have never thought about doing. And so, yeah, I mean, whatever movie. Like,
I'm just saying, AG, the whole point is just going right over his head.
I'm just saying, man.
I tell you what, man.
It's not.
The idea that I appreciate the idea that you appreciate me, but honestly, that is not the point. But you know what? The idea that you have blind trust in me, I'll take it, sir. It's all good. But please, going forward in your romantic life, don't ever freaking do that again. Ever. Because you will be by yourself. Or you'll be with somebody that hates you. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to put anything on you. I'm telling you the facts, okay? I'm not attacking you. I'm just letting you know.
No, I'm just saying, my thought is two things can be right at the same time.
Okay, as long as we're there. Because I'm not attacking you and I'm not trying to fulfill a future that hasn't come to pass yet. I'm just letting you know, because I was sitting there like, what? But then I was like, oh man, please don't do that again. So, all good.
I mean, exactly. I mean, I started this episode and I was excited because today was just one of those days. I did a whole bunch of chilling. I'm turning TV channels, I'm doing some stuff around the house, and possibly the greatest thing came on TV, and I was just like, "Damn, this movie is good and bad at the same time." Motherfucking Pootie Tang, goddamn Pootie Tang was on, bro. Sip it out on the man. Goddamn it, that movie's awesome. I'm glad they ain't even think about coming out with a sequel for that bullshit. Like, it's great. They never show it a lot. So when it comes on, you got to sit there and appreciate it. And one of the things I thought, the scene where the girl, the sheriff's daughter came to the house, and she had baked him that cherry pie, and he just grabbed the cherry pie and rubbed that shit all over him, which was obscenely nasty. And I'm just like, I hope they did that shit in one take. Like, that's the only thing I can hope for that man. Because I was just like, this is nasty. Like, this is not even remotely cool.
You know, it's this moment right now that I realize I don't really like that movie because you're making reference to a scene that I can't even picture. Like, it's like I've blocked that movie out. Like, I know
I hate
when
that
you
movie.
make certain references, I know you're talking about that movie. But like that whole scene you just described, that shit has never happened in my mind. Like it's just that shit
It's
don't
nasty,
exist.
though.
It's a space that just I will not allow my neurons in my brain to activate that memory.
Well, you know, I kind of got a story about that too. It took me 20 years to like the movie, but the biggest story I have from it is I'm sitting around at my mother-in-law's house. I'm married to a white woman, so you already know what time it is. She is a MAGA. You already know what time it is. But I'm sitting around, and I don't know how it came up, but she said, "Oh, I love Pootie Tang," and I'm looking at her like, "What?"
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like,
Shut the fuck
she has
up.
seen that movie multiple times.
Shut the fuck up,
times
man.
in a lot of times, she knew exactly what I meant.
Oh
I
my
promise you
God.
it's true. I promise you it's true.
How?
She's an old white woman that's MAGA, and this happened, sir.
What the
I
hell?
promise you it happened.
Next you're
My
gonna
wife was sitting right next to me when it happened. It was hilarious.
next you're gonna say they like Undercover Brother too. Like
You know, it never came up, but it wouldn't shock me if.
Hold
because
on, hold on. Are we
What?
saying the first one or the second piece of bullshit that came out?
No, it's always the first one. I don't consider
the second one doesn't exist to me either. Like I
Exactly.
can't
Okay,
picture
They should
anything
have
from the
left well
second
enough
one
alone.
either.
They should have left well enough alone. I mean, they had the two prettiest women in the industry at the time in the shower. It was you should have left them
Bro,
alone.
that scene itself.
But the greatest scene in
It's
that movie was
prophylactic for
the
everybody.
orange soda. The orange soda was the greatest thing
Oh,
ever.
man.
I was like, bruh. But anyway, my mother-in-law, I mean, we differ in so many ways, but I promise you, in that moment, I was like, girl, I love you. I'm telling you, man.
You found some commonality. It's like,
Exactly.
hey.
Exactly.
I can
No.
reach across the table
No,
for this.
mine.
Telling
I
you, man.
can't.
It's a real thing. It happened.
So hold on, man. Okay. I guess, man. Pootie Tang, man. Crossing borders, baby.
Hey,
Crossing borders. God damn.
You know, low key, there's a lot of movies like that you wouldn't think, but probably do. There's a lot of those movies out there.
Bro, I
be
bet you
amazed.
love CB4.
I don't know. Maybe. But again, I'm
CB4.
gonna just look, man. I'm gonna just take that win. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
you
even
gotta take
call that
that.
a win, but I'm just letting you know it was
No,
it was the craziest thing
dub.
I've ever seen. It's one of those things where it's like, tell me something in your life you didn't see coming without telling me something in your life you didn't see coming.
See,
It's
you'd,
like,
you'd been better than me. I probably would have passed out.
Nah.
I'm shocked because
I'm
can't
telling
imagine.
you, man, that you'd be surprised what people like. I've heard some dude that looks like every stereotypical redneck you've ever seen in your life making Harlem Nights references, and I was just like, where are we at? How
we get here?
what were you doing in your life where you saw that shit?
telling you,
This-
man. You never
Oh, my
know. You
God.
just never know. I mean, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. That's not really practical because we meet and encounter so many people every day. But if you could get to know people to a person, you'd be amazed at how common you are together. It's just
AG.
like, you did what? Yeah, I did that. Or I
AG.
saw that. Or I heard that and I laughed or I didn't laugh. And it's just like, me too. Samesies. Yes, sir.
AG,
Yes, sir.
if you'd have walked into your mother's Low's house and she was watching Harlem Nights, you probably would have just walked out after you took a picture of that shit. Because you got to,
Man, I'm telling
if it
you,
ain't-
for
no
someone
picture
like
didn't happen.
her, some things in the black culture aren't that far-fetched to her. Like she loves her some doo-wop. She loves doo-wop, she loves R&B. Actually, my wife's knowledge of R&B came directly from her. I mean, you have to put the context in it because again, a lot of white folks her age back in the day, low key.
Yep.
Now they might not have gone to the concerts at first.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But certainly as adults, they like the songs. But again, that don't mean that they like you. They just like the songs and they associate something warm with black people singing and dancing. Now we're just giving a performance to them. It's not shucking and jiving. It's not that. The performance is real, but to them it's something else. So they can compartmentalize all day long. So, but again, I still have to say, my wife's knowledge of R&B is deep, and it's due to my mother-in-law. So yeah, man. Sometimes,
yeah, like I like the second movie, the second version of Hairspray. I think that movie is awesome. I think the first version is trash, and I think the live version is trash too. The fact that they came out with a live version and they butchered it so much, like they really like PC that shit. And I was just like, how do you PC a movie that the whole purpose of it was to integrate, and we have found a way to PC that. Like, and if you've never seen
let's not say we. Let's not say
not
we all know who
somebody. Because I don't even know who redid that shit, but somebody like PC'd the shit out of that because
you know that was Dwight's.
Well, hold on though. Here's it.
Is that equivalent to the black?
This is pretty funny.
You know that was the whites.
Here's the thing.
I've been wrong about these things before, as recently as last week when I was talking about the terrorist shooter, and they were like, "Hey man, that nigga hair look nappy as fuck." Like how do? First of all, I got a whole bunch of things to talk about that, but I'm continue.
So okay, like if you've never heard the movie. Basically is about integration in the 60s, right? So they came out with it the 70s. That's the one that Ricky Lake was in, right? So of course, it was all about integration and starting with kids being on a all white dance show, but on 2 weeks of the month they have it for black kids. So whatever. And the movie's about integration. And so when they came out with a color version about 15 years ago, John Travolta actually put on, for lack of a better term, a fat suit, white female fat suit, and played a woman in the movie because I don't even know why. Like, I'm not even trying to get into that, but same thing. It's about integration. Like, so they updated it. Threw some catchy tunes in there, whatever. Pretty solid, dope movie. So I guess a couple years ago, when they went on this craze about making a whole bunch of old movies live, which all of them are terrible, all of them absolutely terrible, right? So once again, like I go back to my point, a movie about integration, and in 2004, 2005, they remade it and somehow turn the clock back because in one part, one of the major parts of the movie is like how you have the little fat white girl. She's dancing like black people because she likes to shake her hips and stuff. And apparently back then, white people didn't shake their hips with dancing and stuff, whatever. And, and all that. And so they basically get scorned for that and publicly scorned for doing that and stuff. And so they end up meeting black people and all this other stuff. So her friend, who is a skinny white girl who really can't dance, but she's friends with a fat girl, whatever. She falls in love with a black dude. And so, long story short, at the end of the movie, the big musical thing, they get together, and she pretty much comes out and calls herself a checkerboard chick, aka I like black guys, on national TV. Okay, cool, whatever. Her mom faints, shit's crazy. So on the live version, they do that, but when they did it on the movie, it was pretty demonstrative. Like, they're coming out dancing and shit, and she's like singing to him and all this, all in front of the TV, boom, whatever. Like the biggest spectacle ever. Like, what was that movie? Empire. Like, remember this TV show Empire, right? Did you watch that, AG and Moby?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When old boy came out as gay with his dad's song, like that type of shit, like big time for the 60s, big time. Like, hey, I like black dudes, whatever. So in the live version, that shit was tamed down so low. Like, she said it, I think it was, I don't know who played it, Dove Cameron or somebody, I don't fucking know, but said it so like low, like it didn't mean anything. And I'm just like, y'all just neutered the whole goddamn like movie, because that's like the big, one of the big like storylines. And they were just like, whatever. I like black dudes. She's like, I'm a checkerboard chick. I like black dudes. I was like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, sorry. And I could look at Moby's face. He's like, will you please shut the fuck up and move on?
No,
and that's fine.
It's not even that. I just was getting a little bit amused because you were explaining, you were mansplaining the synopsis of that movie.
Yeah.
And you were doing it kind of like one of my daughters explaining a story about something that happened at school. Like, you just didn't want to land the plane. You kept coming in, and you fly back up, and you come back in.
Oh, because you can't just land a plane.
Then you give another context clue that really didn't have anything to do with your point, and then you try to bring up a reference about a person that was not really important to the story that you were giving. It was like, you was just like, nah, man, we're gonna ride this bitch out until I feel safe landing it.
Well, but I had to get there, so I understand. But yeah, so when it's all said and done, like, Hollywood, these live remaking live shit, stop it. Just stop it. Leave the shit alone. If you can't make it a movie that you can go back and fucking edit, like, just don't do it, because live versions are terrible, and all you're gonna do is PC the fuck out of it anyway. So why are you doing that to us? Because I don't need to see that shit. And
money. And you don't have to watch it, but it's for money.
You're right.
Just in case you didn't know why they did it for money.
Yep. Which gets me to our topic today. We're bringing back an oldie but goodie. Haven't done it in a while, and I felt like, you know what, with Trump doing his shit across the world, I don't feel like talking about that anymore because it's tired, and we're gonna do something a little different. So we're going to bring back, I believe it was Moby's segment of Tell Me That I'm Wrong. So, once again,
by the way, he always won.
Of course, he always won.
He always won.
Segment.
Nah, so, but he always won.
I mean, because he be coming up with shit that's not fair.
No. Just say what it is. He's smarter than we are.
I mean,
we got to get him this time.
I was just gonna say it's because I think about shit that y'all probably don't take the time to think, because I just waste a lot of thought process on random shit.
Is it wasting though? Is it really wasting?
I mean, what purpose is it serving, AG?
To win.
Okay, I guess.
He's a winner. Okay. He's a winner. All right. So once again, to go over what it is, we each gonna have one thing that we're gonna talk about, and basically the other two have to tell us why we're wrong and convince that person that they wrong. And yeah, and like he said, Moby is undefeated, and we'll just see how that goes. So AG, we'll let you start out.
Okay. Dating a white girl at any time in your life is a forever stench. You will never, ever get rid of it. And all it takes is one time. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's tough. That's a tough word, man. That's a tough word.
You're gonna freaking lose is what you're gonna do.
I mean, because I have dated a white girl, it's
and
it's
you
hard
stink
for me
too
to.
hard along with me.
I mean,
You
I'm not
think
saying
you're
I'm
right
not saying I
along.
don't. It's
I'm
hard
just
to
saying.
disagree with that, man.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
so hard because
Absolutely.
it's almost like black women can smell that shit.
You know, I agree with y'all.
Okay,
I
here's
don't
the
think it's
but. Here's the but.
no. There is no but. You're absolutely right. I think once it's out in the air that's happened, that's your label
Yeah.
forever. But it's
Yeah.
not the biggest stench a man can get. But it's pretty close. It's
Well,
pretty
committing a
close.
sex crime is always better than that,
You
or worse than
know,
that.
yeah, but it's not even about a sex crime. It's like, just the idea of sex in general is a stigma for guys. Because like we've talked about it before, we've joked about it, like, only women can be bisexual
You're not
because
wrong about that.
Yeah,
because
dudes are
one,
gay or not.
Well, you got to correct that. You
exactly.
got to correct that. Only women can be bisexual and still claim heterosexual.
Yeah, that too.
Men
But
can't do
actually,
that.
I was just gonna say only women can claim to be bisexual because if a man says he's bisexual, dog, you gay.
That's why I said what
Like,
I said.
that's what everybody.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I don't care how many chicks you banging. If you touch the dude like that, you gay. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you're on the down low.
They have made
So-
whole shows about stuff like that. Yes. Yes. So,
And look,
did I
anybody
win?
out there, no, you definitely win.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do nothing about that.
I cannot refute that at all.
Right. Because we
Bullshit.
had a conversation about that about 8 months ago. I was like, I can't take you everywhere. And she's like, what do you mean? We're a team. I said, well, yeah, that's true. But I'm not going to put you in harm's way all the time for no apparent reason. Now, sometimes, we have to do things because we have to do them, and it is what it is. But for elective stuff, yeah, no, you don't need to be there. So absolutely, you can't get rid of that stench, bro.
I would
It's like
say
being-
this
it's
to
like being
that.
a registered sex offender.
Well, I would say this to that. This is just me, and this is just my personal opinion. Like, I guess for me, if I felt comfortable enough to share that with my family, that I was dating a white girl, and I did, I give a fuck about anybody else or where I take her. Like, I could give two shits, and that's just my personal opinion. Like, and I hear you about protection, but then again, I guess for me, I'm not going anywhere where I feel like I gotta have protection.
Well, that's
So,
the whole
like,
thing, because even familiar
yeah.
situations are dangerous because you don't know what you don't know is who already knows you're dating who you're dating and how long they've been sitting on it, seething with anger. And Black people have a license to call you out publicly in a really uncomfortable way. And so it's just like decorum doesn't necessarily have to be the case everywhere you are. And to have her go through that for something that's not necessary is the stupidest thing ever. Now, again, like I said before, some things we have to do and we're going to do them as a couple. However, if I ain't got to do it, no.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I guess my thought more or less is, I mean, I probably wouldn't be going to those places either. Just in
Ruben,
general.
what I'm telling you is sometimes it's some of the most sacred places, meaning family, that you really need to be careful, sir. You really need to be careful.
No, I hear that. I'm just saying.
That's all I'm saying. That's because you're responding to me like this stuff is like
you're saying you don't care. AG's not saying you should care. He's saying you should be aware.
yes,
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
no doubt. I guess I thought you were talking more like if you're going out and about in places where you would not normally go, or you don't necessarily like just places that are not familiar to you. That's why I think that's where I was. I could have just read the room wrong, which is very possible.
No. I'm talking about some of the most intimate places. They were one thing before you dated a white girl. There's something quite different after you do. And even if you don't date her anymore, those hard feelings are still there. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not coming from a place where I'm like out here like Stephen A. Smith, like I don't understand. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying to you is you need to be aware, and to put your spouse or your partner in that position for nothing for an event that's an elective is not necessarily the best idea.
I mean, and the truth is, you never know how your family. My cousin told me this when he brought a white girl around. He was like, "You never know how your family feel about you being with a white girl till you bring home a white girl."
Exactly.
Because that's when all the real shit come out. Because everybody says the right thing until that situation happens.
You remember that time you were relaying what Aunt Shirley said, and she just asked you, why y'all got to date these white women? and I know I've known Aunt Shirley my entire life at a topical level, and I understand how she moves at a topical level.
Yeah.
What I also know about human beings is, if you have never asked your son, who is a grown man, this question, you have been sitting on this for a long time, and you probably had to get to a point to where you could ask in a tone in which is not attacking.
Yeah.
And so how I know that, because my mom went through the same thing. She was a little bit more aggressive, because it's like, but she asked me the same thing, and it was just like, and I didn't understand that was a subtle shot across the bow that I did not respond to, other than the truth, which is I wasn't trying to date white women, but I mean, you got me in the suburbs.
That's what,
and this is what happens. So it's
did
just like,
did it erase all your black dating
suburbs.
history? I'm just saying, did it erase all your black dating history? Like,
we just discussed this. I just won because of this.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, I've never understood that, because I've seen somebody. I talk with my cousin. Like, I had never seen him with anybody with black women, and we've seen lots of black women. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then the one time a white girl, oh, here he go with his white woman. I'm like, yo, you do realize that he didn't just start here. Like, this is a process. This is a random. Like,
okay, I'll tell you what, I will liken it. This is okay. You're married, so we're on the same page here. I believe, like in my situation for sure, I believe in your situation also, there are a lot of things that you can do and stay happily married. But there's a handful of things, or one thing you can do that'll erase everything that you've ever built. That's what dating a white woman is like.
yeah,
It does not matter what you did. You could have dated the blackest one. You could have dated Angela Davis. I mean, it don't get no blacker than Angela Davis, even though it's funny is all get out, because Angela Davis light skinned. But that's a whole nother podcast. But what I'm saying to you is, you could date Angela Davis.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
you could be out here Black Power in it, and
The big afro, Angela Davis, Black Power. She went to jail, went to court. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Anyway, you could date
Sorry.
the most
put a pin in
black,
that.
I mean, she could be, like I said, man. I can't name a one. I mean, you could date Cleopatra Jones, black, okay? And if you date a white woman after that,
that white,
they don't remember
happens.
Cleopatra Jones.
Oh, that white deletion, man. All
Why do you think Mo B's his blemishless dating history is called blemishless at all?
Hey, baby, like, hey, there's no white out on the resume. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. There's no white woman in the resume. And you know what else it's like? In this day and age, it's like telling a woman you ain't got kids out of wedlock. That's what it's like. There will be women that will ask Mo B about his, like, if he was single, there will be women that will ask him about his dating history, and specifically ask him about if he's dated a white woman. And if he says no, they won't believe him.
Oh, it happens all the time.
All day.
It still happens.
I believe in, and I know W Brown 81 might come back at me for this, but I really feel in my heart of hearts that in the back of her mind, she doesn't believe him either.
You know what?
The idea that he's thinking about it.
You probably right. She's probably like, he done slipped in one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like he put his toe in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so again, it's harsh, man. It's just harsh.
And that's This is about to be the
And the
realest shit
crazy
I've ever
thing is,
said.
I would have. The crazy thing is, I would have.
Yeah.
It just never happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Yeah.
I was out here making the conscious decision that I was just like, you know what, it's black or nothing. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. But
Yeah. Same here.
it just didn't happen.
I'm equal opportunity all day. And you know, I'm just even back then, you know, I really just didn't give a shit. Like, even if I'd have came home and my parents would have been the other way, because they were not to my face anyway, and I'm very fine with that, because when in my brain, I'm just like, yo, people love you or they don't. And like, those who love you are willing to say the hard shit sometimes. And there has been times when hard shit has been said to me from people that I love. And I appreciate that. Whether I agree or disagree, I appreciate the fact that hard shit was said. But yeah, I have always just been that I really don't care about what other people think about this subject. I'm not saying that, and that's probably why I will be single, because I don't care. And you know, I feel like if somebody would have put me up in a position where I have to change myself and what I believe and what I believe that I'm attracted to and not, and all that stuff, then I mean, to me, that shows how much they care about me. And that's fine. You can have your own personal beliefs about me and stuff like that. But what I'm not gonna do, and I don't think I've ever really done on some real deep shit like this, like, I've never changed how I feel about people. Whether I dated one white girl, 5 white girls, 10 white girls, a Chinese girl, whatever. Like, I am equal opportunity. I don't give 2 shits about what anybody else thinks.
Can you stop
And
saying
I've always,
what anybody thinks? Can you stop saying that? Just say women, because dudes don't be out here caring.
some
really
dudes do. Look, some dudes do care. Let's be
but
real.
They not loud. But they not loud about it. Like, if most dudes that care about this topic, this particular topic we're talking about, some of them really don't care. Some of them know, just like AG said, that if you say the right things, you get some equity. So if you the black dude and you hanging out with some other black women and you see a black dude walk with a white chick and you like, got another one, them chicks will look at you like, yeah, why? See, you are fighting for us. You ain't say that shit. You ain't say that shit. You just said what was required in the moment.
And you know, that's the thing, man. I don't even think I've ever done that. Like,
well, I haven't either. But here's the thing. I know it's happened. The fact that y'all laughed at it, y'all thought about it. Y'all
yeah, you know, some people have done it.
That's right.
Oh no, there's only one person here that's resisting that. And it ain't me. I'm telling you, man. I mean, look, Ruben, I appreciate. There are things about you I appreciate in a big way, and your level of compartmentalization is one of them. Now, there's a good and bad side to that, but for better or worse, I love that about you. But what I'm saying to you is not whether you care or not. I just want you to know going forward, because the chances are 60-40 that you'll be with a white woman. I know you well enough to know that. So it's just like, what I want you to see is I want you to be able to read the room outside of what you don't care about, because we're not talking about you. We're talking about your spouse. We're talking about your partner. And to put your partner in harm's way for no reason. And I include a lot of things in that no reason circle, is not a good idea, because especially the way the country's going right now, bruh, it's not necessary. Now, taking your wife out to dinner, not what I'm talking about. You'll never see those people again. Going to a park, not what I'm talking about. Never see those people again. I am talking about some very intimate situations where somebody can get really angry with you, but they've been holding it because they ain't seen you and you family. And then something happens and they snap and they feel like they can say what they want to say. And now you put your spouse or partner in a situation that can't be unheard and unsaid. That's what I'm trying to help you understand. Hey, every situation is not for my spouse. I might show up by myself. I might not go at all. But I do understand that's not a really good situation, sir. It's not. Same thing goes for her. It's just like, it's a whole lot of MAGAs in here. Is this necessary? No, it's not. We're not going. Or I'll go by myself. With her, it's like she ain't going. She just won't go. If that kind of threat is that forward, she's not going to go. That's what I'm telling you. You can always say what you don't care about. And I'm not saying it's untrue. I'm saying that's just for you. Well, when you're with somebody, you can't think that way. You have to think in concert. You have to think, okay, if I go to this place, this might happen. Okay, if this might happen, is this an elective or this is a requirement? If it's a requirement, just gonna have to deal with it. If it's an elective, maybe I don't go. Because like I said, man, it's like, I'm not calling out Aunt Shirley at all. I'm saying to you, the idea that she asked you that, it's a problem for her, just like it was a problem for my mom. It's a huge problem for my mom. My mom don't like white girls. She might like Lauren or have liked Lauren when she was living. But in general, oh no, it's awful. And the irony in all that, all the black women I dated, she couldn't stand either. Apparently there was some deficiency in those too. I think my mom just didn't like nobody I was dating. But I'm telling you right now, I remember I was sitting in the passenger side. I think I was about 10 years old. And my mom asked me, you know, why you date white girls? And I was like, I didn't know what to say because I really didn't understand where it was coming from. I was like 18, 20 years old till I really understood why and where all this was coming from. It mattered.
You should have been like, do you want me to date white boys?
See, you want me to get slapped. No, I was not saying that, sir. That was good though. So again, man, you have to understand that your mom's a person, but she's also a litmus test. And you have to be aware. You have to be aware.
I'm really curious as to how my mom will react. Like, I know what my mom says, because my mom's like, I don't care who you with. I ain't gotta sleep with him. Because my mom real cold on that game. But I'm like,
that's a cop-out too.
See, here's the thing, AG. I don't know if it's a cop-out, but there is a piece of me that's like, part of that's a little bit of a cop-out. Like,
well, see, that's what I'm saying.
A little bit of a cop-out.
Because you can what she's saying is actually true, but it's a buffer between what I have to accept and what I feel like I don't like or do like. So it's just like, because really when my mom led with, I don't like, because Aunt Shirley said that to Ruben, I mean, like when somebody leaves with, I don't have to go home with this person or I have to sleep with this person, it's a red flag to me. And when I say it's a red flag, it's not really a red flag as much as it is, you've told me how you feel about this situation and you don't like it. Because why in the world would you say something like that? That's a harsh statement. But people think it's a soft landing. It's not. It's a crash landing. But because you didn't come out and say, I don't like this girl, and this is why, or I don't like this kid, and this is why, you feel like, since I didn't actually say it, everything cool. Because when my mother-in-law said it right across me, I was in the room. She's sitting next to me on my left. My wife is sitting next to me on my right. She said that to her. I'm in the room. She already let me know what time it was. But didn't she sound like Aunt Shirley? Didn't she sound like my mama? Didn't she sound like what Moby's mom might say? Absolutely. What does that tell you? That tells you that, I don't like this coon up in here. You're making your life harder. You could have dated all them white boys with all that money. What are you doing? That's how she felt about me. Sure, and I get it. My mom is just like, why are you dating these white girls? But I have to understand, my mom was dogs and fire hydrants and water hoses and lynchings and all the things. There's no way in the world I can sit here and tell you with a straight face I don't understand where it comes from. But trust and believe the dark side of that is people are angry with you, bro. Angry. So just be aware that I'm glad that you can compartmentalize, but stop being cute. You have to think about two people. And if you don't, I don't want you to lose behind this, because I would rather have you lose about something that you actually knew what was happening. But to lose because you were unaware, I don't want that for you. And I'm telling you right now, you need to be aware. There's a reason why your mom asked you that out of the blue one day. And you can say, but whatever. But I'm telling you right now, it's just like people are not happy with you. So just letting you know.
I mean, and you know what? That is their right to be happy or not happy. And that's, and it's, I don't know, man. It's just, there are some things in life that I do have a hard stop at. And I feel like that my parents raised me to be pretty independent on certain things, definitely in my life, like straight up. And my love life, I feel like, is one of them. And you know what? I mean, I ain't trying to put nobody else's business out there, but it is what it is. Like, if she's got an issue, that's her issue. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm not doing all that. Like, well, you don't like who I love, so I don't love you. That's just that bullshit, right? I ain't about that life. I'm just not. I'm never about that life. However, I'm also not about the life of you controlling or feel like you have control over who I date, regardless of skin color or whatever. Now, I can, like you, I've dated both white and black women. So it's not even to me, it's like when I say I'm equal opportunity, I am. I'm very equal opportunity. I mean, and honestly,
he's not talking about you though.
But I'm
keep bringing you coming back to you.
Well, but all I'm saying is, like, I completely understand what he's talking about. If members of the family have an issue of who I'm with, that is their issue. And for me, it does come down to, it'd be one difference if I brought home, regardless of the color, and she was like a straight up just bitch. Like, that's one thing. But, if she's nice and all that, and you don't like her color of her skin, then unfortunately, that's not my problem. And, I can sit here and say, that I get it. Like, I completely get what AG's talking about.
All right,
that's part of our family.
If people in your family were just like demonstrative about it, you could bring her around?
I can't answer that question.
Because that's what AG's talking about. He's like, why put her through it? Like, who cares about how you feel about them? Why put her through it? To have people being demonstrative and borderline disrespectful right to her face. Why put her through that?
And I guess the only thing I can say with that is, as far as I know, as far as my whole family, both my mom's side and my dad's side, that has never been an issue. If somebody has an issue, then that's their issue to deal with. Because, I mean, as we know, my family, that's not an issue that has come up directly to us. And if mom has that issue, that is mom's issue to bear. Like, I can't sit here and control what she likes and what she doesn't.
But you can control if you put your significant other in that environment. That's what I keep coming back to. I get it that you're like, you don't feel like the AG was talking about, hey, be aware that those are the type of environments that could be detrimental to your significant other.
I guess what I'm saying
I get what you're saying. Like, it is their problem, but when you're in a relationship with somebody, that shit will quickly become your problem because she's unhappy.
Well, and what I will say historically, That has not been a problem in my family historically. Now, definitely at least on one side of the family. But as far as the other side of the family, as far as I know, it's not a problem. But if there is a problem, it's quiet as kept, and I don't know about it. That's all I'm saying. Like, so I wouldn't know. My assumption would be it's not a problem until it happens. And I mean, because I feel like family is a safe space for me. But of course, like he said, when it does not become a safe space, that's a completely different situation at that moment. And I have not experienced that. It not being a safe place. And that's my experience, and that's all I can really say.
Understood.
My hope is that for AG, that has not happened to you in our family. But clearly, there's things I don't know. So, you know.
But that's what AG was saying. Like you kind of don't know until you're in the situation.
Yeah.
And granted, you've been in it, but I mean, you ain't been in it marriage wise. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, dating, the whole ball game changes when you said marriage.
Of course. But I mean, here's the thing, right? If I don't feel comfortable bringing the girl I'm dating around my family like that, then I mean, we already starting. You know, that's the beginning to a situation. And you know, the sad thing about that is it sucks that AG went through that, going through that, you know, on one side of his family. You know, my only hope is,
before you go on, I need to interrupt you. I'm not saying the situation actually happened. What I'm saying to you is because your family situation and real life are the same thing because they're full of human beings.
Correct.
These things could happen. And I just want you, what I was saying to you is I need you to be aware of the situations that are the most intimate because that's where it can really hurt you. Now, again, going to dinner or being in the street, whatever, you'll never see those people again. And your level of compartmentalization comes in handy. What I don't think you could survive if it happened to you in a very intimate setting, which is family. Family means everything to you. And it comes in a lot of different iterations to you. We are family to you. Mo B is family to you and everything he's connected with that you have known for many years. You and I are family because we are, and you and I are family twice because of all of that legacy that's gone on. And then there's your actual family. Then there's your mom and your dad. They have different relationships with you. There's your brothers, and you have different relationships. All of that matters to you in a way in which it doesn't necessarily matter to me. So for you, it's a huge deal. I would not want you, number one, to experience this and you to lose your relationship because you put her in harm's way. Number two, for you to have to deal with the residue of seeing your family in a way in which you never saw them. Because for you to think about life as an abstract is one thing. When that's real, it's a whole nother thing. It's the difference between target practice and fighting a war. When you're shooting at somebody like live, you're probably going to miss a couple times. When you're shooting a target, you're 10 for 10. It's different. And I'm not saying that it's actually going to happen. What I'm saying to you is because of my victory today, you really need to be aware that there are some angry women out there. There are some angry people out there. There's an angry community out there. Because like when somebody says black love to me, that's a club I'll never have a membership to.
I mean,
even if I ended up marrying a black woman because I dated a white woman, I'll never be in that club. Never.
Very true. Same here. Like, I understand that.
And because of that, that's all I'm trying to say. I would not want you to run into that situation because it'll cost you in ways in which I don't think you understand. That's all. I just wanted to clear that up because it's like It's never happened to me, but I'm not stupid enough to think that people aren't thinking things, or maybe the potential of these thoughts being in people's minds, because my mom let me in. She let me into the whole thing. She was like, she was asking a question because she was pissed off at me in the situation. But what she did as I got older is just like, oh, you was putting me down on game. And in that moment, she became a regular person. She became another black woman who couldn't stand me because I dated a white girl. The irony is, all the black women I dated, she didn't really like, rah for them. But I mean, I guess that's a whole nother podcast. But what I'm telling you is, she was not happy, bro. And then I got heartbroken by these white women. It just made it worse. My mom was a real person. I don't think of my mom all the time 100% as my mother, because that excludes her from being a person. No, 90% of the time, my mom was a person. She was a human being with flaws, but she had power because she had a son. And I'm telling you, man, be aware. That was my most intimate female relationship, was my mother. She could be dangerous sometimes to me personally, because the way I was set up and what she had to offer and all the things. So again, I just want you to be aware. Because when you told us that on the show that time, you took me to a dark place, bro. I was like, oof, that's a question.
I mean,
for you, it was just a question. For me, I was thinking all kinds of things. I was like, whoo.
Yeah, because that's not my experience, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whatever. Yeah, that's just not my experience. And I mean, so far, the history shows in the family that that's not going to be an issue. However, everybody's different, and I understand that. And I think that, I mean, you're right. I would never put someone I love in any harm's way whatsoever, because that's not how things are done. However, I guess my thing is, it really just comes down to my comfortability with the situation and those other people in the situation at all. Because look, when it's all said and done, I mean, we love who we love and we pick who we pick, and you're supposed to ride with that person until the wheels fall off. You can only hope that happens with you. I mean, or anybody really. And so, like, yeah, it sucks. All of it sucks. But my hope is, regardless of the things that my family loves and hates about me, that shouldn't matter. When it comes to who I pick and how I, as long as I'm not moving in a negative way with them, obviously. But yeah, I mean, if it came down to that and I noticed there was danger, I would definitely take them out of that. I'm just saying, historically, that has not been my experience by any means. So I guess that's why I'm a little bit more determined in my view that, I do what I want on certain matters. And if that's not what you rock with, that's kind of a you problem. And this is one of those matters. But no, I appreciate it. Definitely. Got real serious. All right, Moby.
What do you mean it got real serious? You the one giving your monologue. How you gonna? It got real serious. You the one talking. All right, so it's an easy one for me. So, women killed love music.
Say that one more time. Can I understand what?
Women killed love music.
But love music is about them.
That's why they killed it, AG.
Oh, please explain, sir.
All right. So hear me out. So I find myself listening to old R&B music of the 90s, early 2000s, very early 2000s. and it's like a rabbit hole for me. And I'm just like, man, why do these songs make me feel so good? And then it hit me because they were talking about being in love, and that don't happen in modern music on the radio no more. It's always women talking about these niggas ain't shit, that dude hurt them, I'm better off by myself. And then the dudes that they like ain't talking about loving them, they're talking about fucking them. They like all the dudes when the dudes are talking about fucking them, not loving them. It used to be the word love used to happen in R&B music. You can listen to the radio late at night for an hour and they're playing modern R&B music, and you might not hear the fucking word love one time. It can go 6-7 songs in a row. You might not hear love one time. You might hear fuck. You might hear lovin' in reference to sex. But the idea of like love, that shit dead, man. Love music. Women kill love music, man.
Winner and still champion.
Here's the even like the boy band era is where the transition happened. Because I really had
to all about love then, right?
Exactly, but here's the thing: there was a transition that happened, AG, because you know you had your New Kids on the Block, your New Edition. You know that was all like the teeny bopper love. Then you had your Boys to Men, your Baby Facing it. You know what I'm saying? Your face and all them. And then there was a switch that happened. Jodeci came, and Jodeci was like a fringe because they were talking about love too. But that's when they would transition to also talking about fucking. And then next thing you know, people ain't trying to see Boys to Men no more. And it's like, yo, as far as some dudes that's singing about love and doing it in the most harmonizing way ever, like when Boys to Men stopped being mainstream, it was just like, oh, it's over with. Y'all basically just said, no, we don't want to hear about that love shit, man. Like, we want to hear you saying freak you. I want how can you get me wet in this song? Like not through love, not through love. We want the physical act because we need you to talk about how much you want to have sex with us in this song. So then when we make our R&B music, we can take up how all you ain't shit and you were just using me to fuck me. Because that's what the music like, yo, every time the modern R&B chick is on the radio, I'm just depressed. And I'm just like, yo, depression is an epidemic and music is causing it. Like, I used to think it was the other way around. Like, hey, these artists are just reflecting life. But I'm just like, nah, man, they're teenagers out here who ain't never dated before. But they're hearing all this music about niggas ain't being shit. And they just like, hey, these niggas ain't shit. It's like, you ain't even talked to one yet.
I already said, Ruben, winner and still champion. What you think of this, man?
I mean, I can't defeat that. I mean, the creative part is similar to what I was going to talk about, man. But shit, like, wow.
I mean, okay. I'll ask you a really specific question. Where does "I Want to Sex You Up" come into play in all this? Because "Color Me Bad" was right in that
transition. That was the transition.
So that was one of the transition songs too.
See, here's the thing. There was a point in time on the radio where "I'll Make Love to You," like "I'll Make Love to You,"
I swear,
knocking boots, and "I Swear" were on the same rotation.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
So you had all aspects of love. See, that's what happened. It used to be, the lust part was prevalent in the music. It always was there. But there used to also be some love part in there as well.
But wait a minute. Let me go backwards a little bit. But Mary J never really talked about love. She talked about like drama. She talked about a lot of
transition.
What? That was like almost like late 80s, early 90s.
See, no, when you say Mary J,
that was middle 90s.
No,
Mary J Blige, middle 90s. She was after.
But when you say Mary J Blige, but when you say Mary J Blige like didn't talk about love, she kind of did. She sang "You Remind Me." Like there was a whole bunch of like earlier songs where it was like, okay, there's a little bit of love in there, But then it got to the no more drama,
Right.
and then it was just
So-
like,
So
but you've been talking about drama ever since. Like it's just
yeah, Mary
It's
J.
like Brian
Blige.
McKnight on his one last cry, and then he cried the rest of his career. It's like, come
He's a
on, man.
bitch.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, cause like Mary J. was like dudes who are called Captain Save-A-Ho. It was women who wanted to save, who wanted to turn that bad boy into a good husband, and she went through the trials and tribulations of that, trying to do that, because back then, unfortunately, a lot of women were trying to do that. They were trying to take this guy who ain't shit and turn him into the greatest husband ever, because women control men and they think they could do that and they couldn't. And her shit's all about the trials and tribulations with that. Because you're right.
but I'm gonna give pushback on Mary J. Blige because we not about to drag Mary J. Blige as if she is what the modern R&B woman is, because Mary J. Blige talked about drama and bad shit, but she also talked about like the overcoming, the growth.
Yeah.
Like she did have dynamics to it. Like
And
it
at
was
the
all
beginning,
still
she talked
depressing.
about real love.
It was all still depressing, but it still like had dynamics. Like now the shit's just depressing. There's
Yeah,
no dynamic to it. It's just
But she started
talking
out with
about
real love. She started out
Yeah.
with real love
you're
Oh my
for this
goodness.
motherfucker who ain't shit. And then she went through the purposes of trying to change him, to turn him into shit. And then she realized that she can't turn him into shit. Then I gotta live for me.
Ruben. She should have left his ass a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Wait a
But
minute.
she didn't.
Turned into Mary J. Blige. What are you doing?
But
What
she
are we
didn't.
doing?
That's all I'm
It was
saying.
It was just a reference, sir.
And that's why Moby is right, though. He is so right. Because when Mary J, she coming out with the New York jerseys on, dancing real love. Oh, talking about then it's no more drama, and he ain't shit, and he did this to me, and then I got to recover, so I need to heal myself, and now I'm a new independent woman, and all this other bullshit. He ain't wrong. He wins.
I got a question though. I feel like women, if you really want to sell a record, have somebody write lyrics that are negative.
That's exactly
Because
that's
women
depression
gravitate
sells.
towards
Depression.
all the nasty, bad things. But when you put out something like "My Man Is Cool," it's like, oh, you a pick me. What?
I mean, if
that
you want to
true,
throw
or is it
somebody
just
else in
me?
there, Keisha
Huh?
Cole, baby. Keisha Cole made a career out of talking shit about dudes and how they ain't
Yeah, she did a
shit.
good job too. So
Exactly.
I really like it.
Look, man,
Like-
right? You know, the industry realized, you know what? There's a lot of sad women. We can capitalize on this shit. Like, let's that is the target audience. The target audience is sad women and women who are okay with being mistreated for some dick.
He ain't wrong.
Is he ever? I'm laughing
mean-
because he's never wrong. I mean, he right. He right.
I'm just saying, man, like, look, and it makes me mad, man, because like, yo, I can think about female artists that used to sing about love, like Aaliyah sang about love, but it was dynamics. Like, you know, everything wasn't all I love you, but like there was some love songs in there. We had Tamia, we had Shanae. Like it was just so many. Like
And
you
they
could
didn't
just
last
listen
long.
to, you could just listen to like music
They were-
and like you
They were
could
too
feel
goddamn
all,
happy about love.
It was
They
full-
didn't have enough dudes fuck
that,
them up.
that hate that Ruben putting out right now is absolutely true, man. That's why I asked the question. I just feel like women gravitates towards you
Bro.
ain't nothing more than they gravitate towards my man is great and he treats me really well. I don't think that they
Because
like
there ain't no
women.
song in that. That's just like
But
that's
it's a
like
great song. There's nothing.
but there's a
wrong with
reason
that.
why Will Smith is the only happy rapper out there.
Why you got he is never gonna live this down.
I'm just saying, man. Bro.
and I'm gonna disagree.
Praise, man.
There are a lot of happy rappers because
who?
all,
who
Like
don't
who?
make, who make money like Will?
there are a lot of happy rappers, AG, because all those dudes who are making all them strip club rap songs, they sound happy as fuck in them songs, man.
Well,
They
they
Like,
do
what are
do,
you
that.
bro.
talking about?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
That's a different type of money.
Exactly.
Once
That's a
again,
different type of happy, sir.
they be happy as hell in them
Oh,
songs.
yeah.
Mike
okay.
Jones ain't talking about being married and shit in a strip club.
Hey, look, man.
He
Two
just happy at the
Chainz
moment.
sound happy as hell to tell you about his fucking problem. He loves
Yeah.
bad bitches. That's his fucking problem.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Because he know that
What are we
problem's gonna
doing?
leave in 30 minutes.
Once again, like I'm saying, like there's some happy artists out there. They're just not women. They just.
I mean, and if you
They're
really
not-
want to put it,
and I feel
a lot.
like there's got to be at least one chick out there who's making music right now. Like I listen to like a Summer Walker, who like literally
They
her
making
whole
music,
album,
but they ain't making money.
Summer Walker's whole album is pretty much just like fuck these niggas. But like I know at some point in time she's got to be in the studio like, this nigga's alright though. Like this one is okay though. Like can I
Is that-
say
Yeah,
something
but
nice
she-
about him?
Does she
But the
have
other
to do
10
that,
before
though?
him,
No.
but the
I'm not
other 10
saying
before him,
I'm not saying she
don't
will say
count.
anything about it, but at some point in time, she's got to be in the studio being like, you know what, man, I'm not depressed all the time. Like I'm just not. I gotta have at least a
nobody-
moment. I gotta have a moment of happiness.
look, man, let's go
Does
back
she
though.
just not feel
No-
artistic when she smiles?
Nobody
Like,
has
you know what I'm saying?
made
If
more
I'm
money,
smiling, I can't be artistic.
but nobody's
Man.
made more money from depression than Mary J. Blige. No one.
Yeah, I can't argue that, sir.
No
I can't
woman
argue.
has made more money off
Not
being
one
fucking depressed.
like a single artist.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
might be.
Yes.
I think she's a champion. I think she's a champion.
I mean,
Actually,
Keisha Cole
winner and
tried.
Still champion.
I mean, yo, and I keep bringing up these names because, hey, man, some of their songs are really, really good. But when you start listening to the words, none of that shit is positive about dudes. Either lost a dude or he ain't shit or whatever. But it's nothing. Oh, my dude was great today. I love my
can-
dude. Yeah,
I
You don't
can
hear that
sum this
shit?
up. I can sum the female artist thing up with the Beyonce effect. Beyonce made some quality love songs. You go to her album, quality ones up there. But when she dropped that Lemonade album,
Oh
saying
man,
that
the
nigga
hate
ain't
was
shit.
real. You talking about hating white women for real? Oh my
When
god,
she
listen.
when she
Wait a minute,
dropped
hating white
Lemonade,
women? I thought Lemonade was about hating white women.
well, the
Becky with the good hair?
Yeah, Becky.
That's
with
where
the
that
good
came
hair
from.
Yeah, bruh.
Because I've
Well,
never.
it's
listened
not
to
where
them.
it came
I've never
from,
listened to it.
But she put
She-
that shit out on
She
blast.
dropped Lemonade. She dropped Lemonade,
Bruh.
and all these bitches like, it's about time you start speaking.
Yeah, I
to
know,
us,"
right?
Beyonce.
Man,
So wait a
bruh,
minute,
the hate
Jay-Z
for
was
white women
cheating on her
like
with a white girl?
skyrocketed. The
Jay-Z
word
was
on the
cheating on
street
her with a
is
white girl?
Jay-Z cheated with a white girl. That's the word on the street.
Oh,
Nobody
my
improved shit.
goodness.
Here's the thing. I don't know or care, but I think it's the greatest marketing strategy ever because
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
she tapped into the market. She said, you know what? These women hate men. And you know what also they also hate? They hate a man that cheats on a black woman with a white woman. Boom.
I did not know that.
She went draw 2, draw 4.
And
You know
it
what I'm
was
saying? She bow, got your ass.
And you didn't say Uno, bitch. 2 more.
I did not know that.
Bro,
But why would it be Becky with the good hair if she's a white girl though?
think about
Because I
it.
mean, by default, white women
It
have.
ain't too many
hair.
black girls named Rebecca.
Like I said,
And black
lyrically,
people
it
with
was
good hair.
just- Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just a reference. Better call Becky with the good hair. It's like, you know,
Understood.
I
I
mean-
just learned something today.
Yo, man.
I'm
Bruh.
just saying the Beyonce effect is like that proves it right there because like she was already the number one. She was already on top.
Yeah, man.
She drops Lemonade and it's just like, oh,
Bruh.
bitch.
She, bruh. Because at that point in time, everybody was loving her.
Yeah.
Except a small group of people. Black women
I
didn't
agree.
really they loved her,
No,
but they didn't like love her. No, after this
No.
shit, the Beehive went crazy.
See, here's the thing. It's not that they didn't love her because her Beyonce's fans loved her. But what it was when she dropped that Lemonade album, now she became relatable to them. Because at first when she was like, if you like, you should have put a ring on, you know, she's showing off her big ass rock to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It's like these women are like, hey, we love you because you're like dreams, you know, you're the goal. but like we can't relate to you. But you start talking about a nigga cheating on you. Oh,
And
bitch,
bruh,
you
bruh.
can come over now. We
It-
cool. We on the same level now.
Yeah. And here's the thing,
you mean,
right?
You mean yo man? You mean yo good ass man? From
Yeah.
what we see, yo good ass man doing the same.
He could.
This nigga Reggie doing.
Yeah.
Like
He
She
said
got a
Reggie,
white
he
girl
got a
too?
name.
Man,
Reggie.
man, stop it. I
So
mean,
wait a minute. So I mean,
he called her Beck. She called her Becky.
so you
Becky.
mean to tell me this? She's not relatable when she was crazy in love and Bonnie and Clyde?
Hell no,
2008?
she won't relate.
She wasn't
No.
relatable?
No. It's not that she wasn't relatable. She was a goal. She was a goal before.
Okay.
When she did Lemonade, now she's relatable.
She's
So
related to every chick.
that sliver of demographic that couldn't rock with her because her life was seemingly perfect.
Yeah.
Now that it's
Exactly.
imperfect, I see.
And you know what also happened?
Okay,
Her ticket
okay.
sales went up to $1,000 a goddamn ticket. And
Well,
she was
when
selling
you're
the
relatable,
fuck
people
out.
want to relate to you.
Exactly. She was selling out.
Yeah, she was.
Craziness.
Like I said, man. Like women kill love music, man. They and look, ladies, if you feel some type of way about it, I'm just as mad as you should be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as mad about it as you should, because look, love music was important to dudes. You know why it was important? Because they were saying all the shit that we didn't want to say, but we could throw that bitch on, boom,
Bro.
and
Let's
he's saying it for me.
There's nothing like a good get back
I mean,
in track for real.
bro.
No, man.
Babyface
Yeah.
made those
That
with
was
those
in the
songs,
80s
man.
and 90s. You can't use those. Like you said, there's no more
Shit.
new ones.
AG, but AG, this is the babyface effect is important though,
Yeah.
because
No, I'm not
Babyface
saying it's
because
not.
Babyface was writing a lot of songs for people that were becoming big because he was always focusing on the man part of relationships, which is apologizing.
And
Right.
hey, look, and I
That
would
is our portion.
AG.
I'm
say what
sorry. In line,
Yeah.
because it's important to lie.
Yeah.
Because you gotta say, "I'll never keep a secret, girl. I'll never
Never
tell a
tell
lie."
a lie.
And AG, if you
Yes.
sit here and tell me today, if you play the Babyface song talking about I'll pay your rent, I'll cook your dinner too, soon as I get home from work,
I don't know.
tell me
man.
that shit don't work.
Man, wait,
Get
hear
out
me
of
out. Hear me out.
It won't
Hear me
won't
out.
work today, Ruben. It won't work today. with these
Exactly. I
modern
feel
things.
like we're old guys saying old
that will
stuff
not
to
work.
work, man.
That
We're
will
old
not
guys,
work
bro.
today, sir.
I disagree.
No, man, that's like
That'll work for an age group of demographic that we should be talking to, but like the modern chick, nah, they don't want to hear all that shit.
That's almost like when we were in our 20s. Is Barry White really a get back in song? It's not,
Nope.
bro. That's something our dads would play for our moms to get back in, man. That is I don't know if it's gonna be effective. And the thing is, the reason why that's so important to me, based on what we're talking about, is like Mo said, there's nothing like that out here right now.
I'm surprised nobody's covered that shit, to be honest.
Why? It's a song that no one can relate to. Everybody's talking about either boning or you ain't nothing. I
Man,
mean, the
all you
genders are
need is-
really either
I understand that.
nonchalant and aloof, or they just hate.
But here's the thing.
like I
I
said,
promise
man,
you.
I'm just telling you, we need it, man. Like
I'm telling you, if
let
Chris
love
Brown
music come
remade that
back.
song, shit's over.
I hope
Chris
he does.
Brown
'Cause
remade that
that's
shit.
what it's going to take. I agree with you, and that's what it's going to take. But as is, no way. No
Chris
way.
Brown is the only person right now that could save R&B music, but won't. And the reason he won't
He
is
wants to be a
because
rapper.
he makes too much money keeping the same image, like because he's almost a fucking unicorn. Cause like he can sing, he can
I need to
dance. And it's not, but that's not why he's a unicorn. He can sing, he can dance. He's a hybrid now because he's got all the tattoos, but he still got a baby face. So he still kind of looks like
He Kobe
the
Bryant
cute,
that
innocent.
shit, man.
He still looks like the cute, innocent, sweet kid, but he'll whoop a bitch ass. So it's like
I'm so glad you said that.
he's so
Can you come back from that and do a love
he
song?
can
for
do
real?
everything.
But can he
already
beat
has.
He
he
beat
already
the
has
tar out of
AG.
Rihanna, man.
AG.
Can you
Already
AG.
has made love songs, and they were pretty
AG.
decent.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
AG.
Yes.
AG.
Yes.
He beat the shit out of Rihanna in a car, and he still has a career.
Yeah, that's impressive. He didn't.
I mean, there's
Touche.
people can say what they want,
Touche.
but that's
Yeah,
what the fuck happened in that
absolutely.
vehicle.
Absolutely.
And
this
he
is
still
Riri we're
has a
talking about.
career.
Yes.
We know that happened. Yet
Yes.
women are going to go to this Usher Chris Brown concert and be willing to commit homicide to
Gross.
get on that stage with him.
Gross.
Yeah.
They will back up Mercury Boulevard when those motherfuckers are here.
But like I said, man, that's why he could save R&B music. He could make a whole love album where all he did was just talk about love in its truest form, and these women would be like, but he can do that.
And
He's
you know,
the
Moby
only
just-
one that can do it right now.
and Moby
Everybody
just-
else, that nigga would be
Hey,
considered
yeah.
lame as fuck.
And Moby just brought up Usher. Hey man, you cheated on Chili and had a baby by another woman, and you still got a career? You the motherfucker that Mary J been talking about.
I think it's a little different when you put your hands on somebody you cheat.
First of all,
That's a
yeah,
little
that whole you cheated on Chili thing, man. That's something simp ass niggas that like can't pull a bitch like that say, because it's like, yo, it's Usher. He sees Chili's everywhere he goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not condoning it. I'm simply saying for us
I'm
to
just
have
saying-
this, like, Ruben, if you cheated on Chili, I'd be mad as shit.
First of all, if I cheat on Chili, I deserve never to get any more in the rest of my life.
I'm just
'Cause
saying,
I ain't nowhere near that level.
I would be very disturbed, sir.
Well,
But
mean,
Usher
based on what's
doing it,
happening-
I kind of understand.
based on what's happening now, I think that played out pretty well for Usher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He
He made a whole
Whole nother podcast, sir.
and a whole nother album and a Vegas joint. Come on, man. Like this. Yeah, he won.
He
once
did
again,
in so many
yeah,
ways. In so many
AG's
ways.
right. Like, it's different when we talking about like physical violence towards a woman. Like, and the thing is, the reason I specified that we know that happened, like, because there've been allegations on lots of people that as long as there are allegation and there's no hard line proof, there's always going to be a contingency of people that's like, I don't necessarily believe that, or she could be.
And we saw her
lying,
face.
because people want to do that. But like, we saw her face, and it was like, not only did we see her face, we didn't really get any definitive I ain't do that shit from Chris Brown. It was all like,
Not at
hey,
all.
you know,
He
seeking
didn't deny nothing. He just said nothing. he ain't lie. He just said nothing to see here.
no,
Keep moving.
actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he doubled down and was showing like scratches on his face that she got. So it was like,
Oh yeah,
all right, cool. Maybe she was fighting you too.
but she got a black eye.
You still hit her. And once again, we've talked about this equal opportunity thing before. We don't know what happened in that car. Maybe that chick went solely crazy and just started attacking him while he was driving. So he had to punch her in the eye to be like, sit your ass down so we don't die. I don't know that didn't happen. But what I do know happened is he
Punched her in the eye.
he hit her, and we know that happened. As long as that happened and he still has a career, like you said, he's a hybrid now, because now it's like
Man.
he's a bad boy that we know. Like, every chick looks at him. I should say every chick. There's a lot of chicks that look at him and think, I love him because he's a sweet guy that'll slap the shit out of me if I get out of line. And for some chicks, apparently they're
That's the thing.
cool with the idea of that.
And that's the turn on.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
offensive
don't
as fuck.
understand that.
But you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know, no,
That's how
I'm
you
not,
get down.
I'm
That's
not-
how you get down.
I'm not condoning domestic violence, and I'm not saying some women are asking for it. I'm simply saying the women who like put this type of person on a pedestal, it's like two things can't be true at the same time. You can't be like, hey, I'm for women's rights and I'm for, like, you know, not having domestic abuse, but that Chris Brown sure could get it. Like, it's like, no, you can't do both. You shouldn't be allowed to do both.
You just gave me like 3 intros to choose from.
Chris Brown sure can't get it.
I'm
That's
just saying,
hilarious.
you
On so
shouldn't
many
be able to
levels.
do both, man. Like, I can't be the only one that sees the problem with that. Like, I don't have a
Oh
problem.
no,
with
that's a
any woman-
problem.
I don't have a problem with any woman that supports him. I don't. If you're a fan, you love his music, you love Chris Brown, I have no problem with that. But you can't then be the person that's like, these niggas ain't shit. You can't. Like, It don't work that way.
But they can. They can. You already know they can. Why are you saying this?
They shouldn't be able
There
to.
you go. There you go.
And-
Words
and-
matter, sir.
And my logical processing ability will not
you go.
allow me to put myself in position to feel like this is okay.
So, before we continue on, the chat. Well, KB Yako's like the little things about LMI. It's a pro good man song, and you're right. She's only one artist, and
Well, here's the
I
thing,
know
and
who
that's only one
LMA
song.
is.
It's one song.
Yeah,
But you're right.
Um,
And here's the thing.
Is it
The
LMA
fact
or
that-
LMI?
I don't know. I don't I don't know.
The fact
not
that
gonna lie.
the fact that we'd have to cram our brains together for a while to find some modern love song that's played on the radio in the last 5 or 6
It's
years
kind of a problem.
proves my point.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
The kind of
Because
problem, like you said.
If I'd have dropped this comment back in like 1996, we'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like the whole Billboard chart is just.
so Lonely Fun Size loves that song apparently. And then KB Yako said that new CB crack Fallen might be attempt trying the R&B thing. I don't know what he's talking about because I don't listen to that dude anymore. So, and that's a
Once
whole
again.
history, another podcast.
That Chris Brown can save R&B music, but I just know he won't do it.
I mean, I'm sad if he's the only one that's got to save it. Like, yeah,
I really can't think of any artist that I feel like right now could just come out and just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna commit to like making an uplifting, positive record, like full
Because-
track." And I'm just like,
Because-
you might make it, and people might like it. There might be a lot of people that like it. I just don't think it's gonna make any goddamn money. Which
Yeah.
is like, then why are you doing it?
and then really, and when it's all said and done, the problem is Snoop Dogg in 1992 came up with a song called "Bitches Ain't Shit," and as long as that will live, you may think about making a song like that, but then your boy is gonna play "Bitches Ain't Shit," but hoes and tricks, and that's the one and only song you gonna have on your album, as far
Here's
as
the thing.
something about
There
love.
There used to be separation though, man. Like, look,
It used to be.
and what I mean by that, like, hip hop music has always been derogatory towards women. There's just no getting around it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to justify my holier than thou stance that I just took about the whole you can't like Chris Brown and be like for women's rights, and I'm over here listening to like, you know, shake your ass like your friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that too. But there used to be separation. I used to be able to listen to an Uncle Luke track and then be like, "Oh shit, there are women around. Let me put this Boys to Men in." You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I used to have music that I could. There used to be some safety in music.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I used to be able to drive in the car, and my mom's about to get in the car, and I could change my playlist to some like other shit that was still popular in the time. Now I'm just like, if my mom gets in the car like she did today, I had to put on my old school playlist. I'm just like, hey, I can't have her out here listening to, you know, the heathen of her son. You know what I'm saying? She don't need to know what I'm rocking for real.
Bro. When my parents,
She don't
I
need
think
to
she
know-
already
she don't need
knows.
to- She don't
I
need
think
to
she
know
already-
my inner. You're right. She listens to the show, but she don't need to see my inner monologue at play real life, like right beside me,
bro.
while my
When I-
kids in the car too.
When my parents in the car, I turn on the Motown
Motown,
joint
you
on
know,
Spotify.
Motown.
I know
man.
I know that shit's safe, and
It's
then I
safe as
watch
fuck, man.
Hitsville. Then I watch Hitsville, man, and I realize some of that shit ain't safe.
Yeah,
But-
but I'm listening to Prince. You know, I'm driving around, I put on my Prince playlist, and I'm just like, I mean, there's some risky stuff in Prince, but like she can't say shit about it because this is her music.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
a contemporary.
This is of her time, so she
Yes.
gonna say something about it. Hey, like, hey, Miss Brown, this was you put me on game.
Yo, like the like one time I'll say this, then I'll go over mine real quick because mine's super quick. Had mom in the car and we were listening to Motown joint, and Cloud 9 came on by the Temptations, and I was like, I was talking to her, I was like, you should listen to this, because if you're not aware, Cloud
Like, Mom, I
Nine
ain't know you
is
was getting
about
high like that, baby.
yeah about getting high. Like it was easy, and it was like a 2.5 minute song, but half the song was we're getting high on cloud nine, and it's like, wow, just let everybody know you smoke weed all day. Like, what are we doing? And she was like,
I believe the
what does
term
that
back
mean?
then was reefer.
Reefer. She was like, what does that mean? I was like,
Actually, it
what do
could
you
have been
mean? What does
grass.
that mean?
It could have been
Oh,
grass.
grass. You're right.
Yeah.
Grass is appropriate. I'll allow it.
I'll
was
allow
like-
it.
Yeah. She was like, what does that mean? I was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? This when people were doing weed back in the day. Oh, she was like, oh, I mean, I didn't know. I was like, I just gave her that side eye look. Look, you ain't got a lot of me. we a little too old for that.
You gave us
Bro.
the side eye.
I'm driving like this. Man, she got the side out hard, man. I was just like, come on, man. You can't what you not gonna do is lie to me about this. Like, I understand, Mom, that you may not drink and all that stuff, but you want 30. Like stuff, I'm pretty sure stuff got down a little bit differently back in the day. Don't try to, you ain't got look, I love you. You ain't got a lot of me.
I appreciate your mom for maintaining her class in that moment.
She sure did. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, I mean, straight too, man. It was just like somebody put a Bible on her head and said, don't lie. And I was just like, really, Mom? This is what we doing? We doing this right here? Okay. I'm gonna let you do that. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So the funny part about mine is very similar to Moby's. So it should be very quick. And so I don't have an answer to this. This is just from perception because I have not experienced this. Now, my belief is that being married makes a man lose all of his emotions.
Okay, explain that.
So like right now, I'm a very emotional person, right?
Okay.
Left, right, up, down. Everybody knows I'm emotional. I was watching The Pit today and I had a couple tears for no fucking reason. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
Watching that show, I wouldn't agree with that, but okay.
Well, no, because it made me think about something else that happened back in the day for me.
I'm
and
sure.
That made me tear up. And I was not hospital stuff. It was just, it's a different thing. So yeah, and I was just like, because I always hear, when you're married, you kind of just go through the motions, yes, dear, no, dear, mostly yes, dear. And, it almost seems like men become emotionless the longer they're in a marriage, and I have a lot of friends, a lot of family who is married. And, it's always, yeah, you should get married, but no, you really don't because all this happens, whatever. So that was my thing today. I was like, because I'm super emotional and I do fear, like, if I were to get married, it would change me on a fundamental level because as being a, zodiac sign Cancer, I am extremely emotional. So like, that
I ain't never heard you make a
crazy
Zodiac reference before. That was wild to hear you.
So
This goes
hey man,
Zodiac.
just because I don't talk about it, I don't mean I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's my
Okay.
point today.
I'll give my statement on this. Since it's just us talking, nobody's gonna hear this.
It's about to be the opening joint now. Look at AG. Look at AG.
I'm just saying, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that marriage makes men emotionless. Marriage makes men aware. And what I mean by aware is, like, right now, Ruben, you have the luxury of feeling like your emotions fucking matter. And when you get married, and the longer you get married, the longer you've been married, you realize, don't nobody give a fuck about how I feel. So why do I even need, like, these emotions are just kind of in the way. It's not that you stop having emotions. You just realize that Don't nobody give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, like if you're sad, okay, cool. You still gotta go do shit. If you hurt, you still gotta go do shit. You tired, you still gotta go do shit. So
is
it's
that a
almost-
yes?
yes, it's because it's preservation. Like emotionless is a defense mechanism. It's a survival tactic. That's why when you see them old men, like when you see a dude that's been married 50, 60 years, that nigga always cool as shit, ain't he? You'll never see a dude that's been married for like longer than like 20, 30 years that ain't just cool as fuck. Like, it just don't seem like nothing bothers him. That's survival. That's all that is. That's a survival mechanism. He realized like 20, 30 years ago, I can't be out here feeling shit because don't nobody give a fuck. I'm just gonna hold it on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like you just get into cruise control when it comes to emotions. You know what I'm saying? You just set that bitch and you just say, I'm gonna sit here and I hope I'm not going too fast or too slow because I'm gonna be wrong. Because as when it comes to a man and emotions in the relationship, you're always wrong. It doesn't matter because your emotions are always wrong because if they don't coincide with her emotions, they're wrong.
AG?
Happy wife, happy life. Hence, you can't be happy and she not be happy. Your emotions don't matter no more, man.
AG, what are your thoughts?
Mine is going to equal the same thing coming from the other direction. I'm sitting there cooking, preparing for the week and all that. And my wife and I got into a conversation. I told her, I was like, listen, women can do a lot of things. And the reason why they can do a lot of things is because their lives won't change. When you're married, excuse me, when you're married, you already know what you're going to do. And you're going to do it regardless of how you feel, what's been said to you, all the things. Partly that's the reason why we kind of chuckle at you when you take these stances as a single person, because like you said, you have the luxury to matter. With women, and it's their superpower, she can call you out your name. She can call your mom out her name. But guess where you're going to pay that bill? You're going to go to work. You're going to pay that mortgage. You're going to make sure that you apologize for whatever your mom did. You probably call your mom and say, never coming over to see you anymore, because that's actually the choice you have to make. And you'll be upset and mad, but you're still going to do it. My hope for you is that you marry somebody who is kind, because that's what it's going to take for this not to become a problem. But the construct is absolutely true, 100%. My wife included. There are things now, again, for me, I spent a lot of time in the film room. So my life feels different than yours is going to feel, because I already know what's coming. Plus, she's super nice. Naturally, she's super nice. That matters. She's a kind soul. If you have anything less than that, what we're talking about is actually going to be a problem, like a big problem.
Yeah, not getting married.
So
probably.
I'm just letting you know, 2 or 3 things in this situation are true at the same time. But at the end of the day, we meet in the same club. But the cool thing about this, the thing I thank God for about this situation though, is that because you're a man, you're built for this. Absolutely. There's not a woman standing that can handle that kind of pressure and disrespect and still go out and perform at a high level every day. They're not built for it. They can't do it. Now they say they can, but I've seen it and they fail miserably 10 times out of 10. You, sir, are built to get less and perform more.
And not only that, man, you're great at compartmentalizing, and that's going to be the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying
He's
that.
laughing, but he's telling the truth.
No, it's the key, man. It's like, look, man, there's only one person in my relationship that's allowed to take shit personal, and I ain't it. I can't take nothing personal. And when I do, I still have to come back and apologize later because I made the mistake of fucking taking something personal.
That part.
Hey, look, baby, I know you was just tired and everything. And, you know, that's on me.
You laughing, but he's telling he
I'm not. I'm laughing because
This is
It
a
just
red
sounds
table
asinine.
moment, sir. This is a red table moment right now.
Oh,
If you
man,
listen
And I'm not
that
saying
shit.
that. And I'm not saying that in like in a demeaning way. That's just the truth. There's only one person that can take stuff personal, and it's not me. Because if I took stuff personal, I would just be angry all the time, and then I'm the problem.
Yes.
There can only be
All right.
one problem in the relationship, and the person always has a penis. And once you realize that you are the problem, most of the time, whether that's actually the case or not, you still have to treat yourself as if you are the problem. And once you can do that, you can become that cool old dude that's like been married for 50, 60 years. And you just like, hey man, that nigga always so chill because he's the problem. And he knows it. He's aware of it.
Self-aware.
He works every day to be less of a problem. That's his goal. His whole goal is when he wakes up, I don't want to be too much of a problem today. That's it. I just see if we can make this day go by smooth.
So you're
But you can't say that out loud though, because then
No.
Don't
That's
say
why I
what we're
said
saying
it.
out loud.
That's what I said. It's just us talk. It's just us talk.
And actually put Loco
Earmuffs.
Cowboys a comment on the board,
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
because
A
that's
second.
exactly what the headspace you need to be in.
Sorry, I took what you said at face value. That's on me.
And that sounds like you probably shouldn't say it that way, but that's the equivalence of what you're saying. Almost every disagreement I've ever got in with my wife, at some point in time, I had to acknowledge that I was the fucking problem. Did I have to actually believe I was the problem? Not important. I just have to acknowledge it. No, Root, I gotta tell you, it's not important, Ruben, because you have a problem with like not wanting to be wrong. And I'm telling you, you gotta be okay with like the wrong answer being the right one sometimes. So and you just, it's gotta be a hard stop. Like you gotta be like, I know I didn't do shit wrong. I am not the problem here. And when she walks in the room, you gotta go, I'm sorry, I fucked this up.
Wow, sounds like a whole lot of. We just gonna date forever, baby.
No,
'Cause I don't know if I can do
AG,
that.
what did I just say? I said Babyface did an important thing. He lied. Like every good relationship is based on the man's ability to lie correctly.
Yes.
I ain't
And that's
saying
why-
I ain't saying lie like a deceitful lie. I'm saying, yeah, that was my fault. See what I did right there? It probably wasn't my fault, but I'm gonna say it was my fault because that's an important lie. That's an important lie.
Keviako, some cats have the superpower of gaslighting for fun. No idea how they do that.
Yeah, that comment has nothing to do with our show and the people on it, but they certainly have some. And we talked about this like 2 months ago. Pimps can do that. KBIACO pimps can do that.
Yeah.
Mere mortals like are on this show, we can't do that, sir.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, I got
I'm never
too
getting
much.
married. Damn it.
I got too much care in me. I have too much natural compassion to like ever like truly pimp down. Like where I'm just like, I'm just gonna be disrespectful all the time
Yeah.
and not give a fuck. I'm
You
not
can't do it.
built for it. I'm just not built for it,
But
man.
you're close though.
Yeah, I can have a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I ain't built for that shit.
Because
at
like
all.
I want to tell you something, both of y'all. Y'all had some because I listened to a show Friday. And Ruben, you're really funny about the thing about spitting on you. Oh, that was hilarious. But you are so close to being a pimp. You don't even understand.
Who?
Because your emotions are so like low level. It's just like because your mom
Who,
just
me?
like yeah. Oh man, because we were talking about, remember that time we was talking about I think when Dak Prescott got spit on.
Oh yeah.
Bruh,
I mean,
that was
I know
freaking
how I
hilarious.
react.
Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's not
I
that
had
kind,
to
it's
say
not that
That's
type of party.
hilarious. Huh?
It is not that type of party.
Oh, exactly. You're
In life.
it's crazy. But
I
yo,
don't care
man,
who they are.
you are the closest one of us three. If I were to bet money on who could be a pimp, I'd bet the farm on you. You
Man,
close.
you might lose some money.
Because he was talking about the time that it was someone you liked, but you were taking it really slow. And she called you out in front of a group of friends about what she wished you would do.
Oh,
in
that's
a
me.
really,
She's talking about
really,
me.
yeah, in a really, really malicious way. And it was foul what she did. So what he did in response is did exactly what she asked for, and he was the problem. But why did you call him out? Why did you call him out? All you had to do was have a conversation. Hey, I'd really like it if you. No, she decided to call him out in front of their group of friends, in earshot of him, but not talking to him. It was completely disrespectful. And the way that
And
when
I
he says he
think
has pimp moments, yeah.
and that moment was so important to my life. I'm so glad she did that. No, I'm saying I won the game of life after that moment, because one of the people in that room when I was being disrespected is my wife. She was in the room when
And
that
she told him
happened.
he was wrong for that. She called him the next day and said, "You wrong for what you did." But was he? Was he really? But that shows you a lot about what we're trying to tell you. Because honestly, if Winter was a dude, be high fives everywhere. Because what she did to him was foul. Not Winter, but the girl in question. What she did to him was foul. And the way she went about what she needed from him was unnecessary. And it was embarrassing. And I'm like, why would you? And he paid her back in kind, doing exactly what she said that she wanted. And then Winter's like, you wrong for that.
And she never talked to me again. And
She did you a favor.
And Terry gave me the greatest high five ever. And he didn't even have to give me a high five. I literally, this happened in real time. I called Terry when I was leaving. Like, I just, the do had happened. You know what I'm saying? I straight to the door. She's coming out the bathroom. I'm walking out the door. She's like, "Where you going?" I'm out. Deuce, shut the door. I called Terry. I'm like, "Yo, I gave her what she wanted." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" Because he was in the room too. I gave her what she wanted. He was like, "My nigga." That's all I needed. I was just like, "Yo, thank you." That's how
I mean,
No, man. But like he said, everything. There were witnesses. There were multiple witnesses to this entire sequence, and at the end of the day, he was the problem.
I remember being like that when I was younger. Like I was unnecessarily cold back in the day. Like cold, like South Antarctica cold. I did some shit in my day I'm not proud of.
See, but I don't like being like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't
even though I did it and it wasn't difficult to do. It was just like, I don't want to live like this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it was one of those moments where just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. However,
like I joke about it now.
In this
Sometimes
situation,
I'm just saying I joke about it now, but it wasn't one of those things where, like, in the moment, like, I was proud of myself. I was just like, because as I say in the story, I really did like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really trying to be on my, like, correct courting type thing. Like, we're gonna do the the courting thing.
That's just like the same
time. I didn't realize I was just some
Yeah.
dick. And I was like, cool. But then I was a problem when I was just some dick. So
yeah. I mean, it's just like back in the day when I was much younger, and I worked with this person, and she said some shit to me that I couldn't tell you what she said today, but it cut on a switch in my head, and literally, because it was like a summer thing, and we worked in the same spot, we lived there, whatever, and when we were working, constant communication. If it was not work, she won't dare. Like, she would talk to me off work, I would ignore her like she didn't exist. And I did that for like 3 weeks. Like, I was deep in it. And I guess around that time, she realized that I was upset at her. I don't know why I took it 3 weeks, but that's because she didn't give a fuck. So I was fine with that,
You gave her the silent treatment?
Well, I gave it a silent treatment on things that weren't work responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you said. That's still the silent treatment. I never knew a man could successfully pull the silent treatment off.
He's told you the story like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
But I've never processed it to the point where I was like, it was the silent treatment. Like, I've
Yeah.
never heard of a scenario where a guy gave the silent treatment and was that committed to it. Like, dog, you're like life goals, dog. Like, I'm not that committed to it because at a certain point in time, I'd be like, hey, look, I really don't want to talk to you, and I'd appreciate if you didn't talk to me. Like, let's just.
But
keep
I
it
couldn't
pushing.
do that because we work
I can't-
together.
Well, here's the thing. I'd be like, hey, look, when we not at work, I don't want to talk to you. See what
Well,
I
I
did
didn't
right there? I'm too direct. Like you
I
gave
feel
us
like
a
she didn't need
solid
she didn't need to know
That's
that.
amazing.
I felt like she didn't need that was not information that she needed to know. But she learned it throughout the course of 3 weeks. And then I guess she went and talked to somebody and
Ruben, that's
Yeah.
3 weeks of energy ignoring
Oh,
someone.
it
I
wasn't
don't
even
have
energy,
that.
bro. It wasn't even
That's it.
energy.
Ruben, if
It
you
was-
if you can selectively turn somebody off at work and then in their personal life, that is energy. I don't care how you try to define it. That
It
is
wasn't
energy.
hard. It wasn't hard.
Then
at all.
that's why I'm saying I admire you, dog. Because that's I ain't got it. AG, could you pull that off?
And say I didn't expend any energy? Absolutely not.
Yes,
I could do it, but it costs.
I'd
Yeah.
be exhausted, man.
I mean, so I guess the thing about it was just like back then I had a temper problem. I mean, it never showed a lot, but I didn't. When I got angry, energy became unlimited, and I was really in that time of my life. I held grudges,
The hate was strong in you, sir.
bruh.
The hate was strong.
I
in
was
you.
Darth Maul like a motherfucker back in the day. Like,
Oh,
yo,
good.
it,
Hurt people, baby.
I mean, yo, it's just what it is, man. Because, like, I know one time, like, I don't even. Once again, it's just like a trigger, man. Back in the day, and it just happened. It literally happened after I turned 18. And for some people, like, if you hit that switch, it's like, I mean, how could I be mean to you without directly being mean to you? I mean, like this one person, I don't even know what it was or whatever, but what I would do with her, like she said something to me, I didn't appreciate it. So I was overly nice to her whenever we were in a group. But solo, once again, silence. She won't dare to me.
Oh, I'm getting exhausted just thinking about it.
I was committed, bro. I was committed.
Oh man, I need to take a nap, bro. Like,
But I mean, back
I
in the
ain't
day,
got it,
man, I
man.
was because I mean, I would say I think this is a fair statement for me. Back in the day when I was younger, I really wasn't mad about a lot. There was not a lot to be mad. I mean, I went through the whole. I mean, I got bullied and shit in school, whatever. But that's what it was, you know. And I really wasn't like mad, and I never really had any power, so I never knew how to deal with things such as that. And so it is very different to go from never having power over anything and then one day you realize, you know, you have a little bit more power than you think over people. And you know, I would say I was using it for a lot more evil than I was for a lot more good. And back then I felt like if you fell into that, I mean, there was no energy limit. Like I had to star on Mario Brothers, bro, all day, as long as I felt it. Yo, I was gleaming and was like, whatever, we can do this shit all day. What does Captain America say? You know, I can do this all day. And back then, certain things, yeah, when you got me upset, I could do it all day.
Sir, I admire your determination. I just too
I
lazy
mean,
to hold a grudge, man. I've said it before, man. I'm way too lazy to hold a grudge, man. It takes too much energy, man.
I
I
mean,
try to
now
live my life as efficiently as
yeah.
possible.
I haven't gotten to that. I haven't been there since, 20, 30 years. Like, I've never really gotten that mad. That's why I'm happy most of the time. because I don't want to be that. That's a bad place to be. I mean, for anybody, Moco Cowboy was see Dark Rubin feeling like you got to go back when I was younger. When I was younger, I didn't. There's a lot of stuff that I was. You thought I was a opinionated now? Nah, man. I was a dude on the team who did everything but clean up and left. And left you around to clean up after my tornado wake. That was me back in the day.
There's an evil version of you in some other multiverse.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. Hell, I don't want that. So I know nobody else wants that. Craziness. AG, man, what's on your mind?
Ladies, as you're telling the world what men should do for you, it would be nice for you to say what you need to be doing for men, what your obligations are to men. And that's all that's on my mind.
Obligations. Jesus.
Obligations. Because it seems
man.
to be there's only one side of the situation all the time. You have
That's
to be
too
men
much.
have to be this, men have to be that, all the things. And I told my wife this today. I have not met one woman ever that has laid out what she owes the relationship. Not one.
Sounds more like the R word.
Oh, reciprocity?
Nope.
Yeah.
Responsibility.
Well, that too.
But that's
So it's like, hey, I'm just letting you know.
I mean, you might
At
as well
some
be.
point, if you don't
Yeah,
have a plan
that-
for me, you're not going to be with me. And that's a categorical statement because I'm married. But at some
Yeah.
point, all these high level men, you're going to have a plan for these people, or
Yeah.
you're not going to be with nobody. You got to have
That's
a
just
plan. If you come into the relationship empty handed, asking for a whole bunch of stuff, at some point it's going to cost somebody. So just letting you know.
Yeah.
This was on my mind.
Just like you, the wicked witch of the West man, somebody just throwed a whole bunch of responsibility on you. I'm melting.
Well, whatever. Get a bucket and get it together.
That's what accountability does to them. Not accountability.
That
I
too.
mean, it's kind of same. Well, not same thing, but same.
I was about to
tree.
say that there's
Same
a
tree.
difference.
The same tree, though. You know?
I know a lot of responsible women. I don't know too many accountable women. Those are two different statements.
I mean, yeah. Mo B, man, what's on your mind?
First of all, I'd like to apologize to. Why are you laughing, man?
What you about to
There's
do?
a pause.
You about to say something crazy.
But let him get it out though, man.
I'm sorry, man.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong. But let him
foreshadowing.
get it out.
Now I feel like I'm about to disappoint you because I was about to apologize to my mom because I know she's gonna be listening to the show because she was talking to me earlier about how she thinks you hate women and you need to do better. That's a real statement. I didn't say that. She says she thinks you hate women, Ruben, and you need to do better.
Who, me?
Yeah, Ruben. She said Ruben.
You
She
think
said,
I hate women?
yeah, she thinks you hate women, man.
I mean,
I
whatever.
didn't see that coming. I thought you were saying
I ain't
didn't see
either.
that coming in.
I was like, whoa, like, all right. I mean,
when I find one,
Okay.
I could probably do better.
and she just said she thinks you hate women. And I was like, okay. So I don't know what we got, how we got here. How did we land
Yeah.
here? But
But I mean, it seems like Ruben spends a lot of time talking about the woman he wants, right?
you see, I think my mom is mistaken Ruben's natural ability to hate
With hating women.
with hating women. I'm like, I get it. You know, he is a diabolical hater, but I don't think he hates women.
Ruben's hate does not go into misogyny.
Yeah,
Not even
I
close.
don't
Not
believe
even
that.
close.
No. I was like, she would have a better argument for saying that I hate women.
Well,
Actually,
I
my
thought
mom
that's
said that-
what you said. I was like,
Right, I
really?
did too.
What?
But
No,
my
no.
mom said the same thing about me. But all it took for me is the funny thing about it was, and I'm not trying to hijack you, man, but the funny thing about my mom saying I hate women or asking me if I did was me learning and getting hardened because that's what she was trying to teach me. And so when I gave it back to her, it came out to her like misogyny. I'm like, Mama, you taught me this. What are you doing?
I've never had
Anyway.
anybody say that about me. I don't really know
Me
how I
too.
feel.
But it's going to happen. I'm telling you. All it takes is
Hey,
one
Chief.
statement. You probably said one thing that to us was innocuous, but for her, it was like you hate women.
It was triggering.
AG, only two things a woman hates: getting her way and not getting her way.
You know
Only
what?
two things. Only two things.
Two
yeah, man.
steps to
But yeah,
eternity.
I just
Sorry.
wanted to apologize to my mom for having to listen to me cuss up here, and a late happy birthday. Hopefully, she's got her birthday gift now,
Oh, happy birthday.
because her birthday was
Man.
Wednesday.
Happy birthday. Even though
and
she
I
thinks
sent
I'm
her a
misogynist.
I'm just saying, I sent her a gift on Wednesday to her house, the place where she lives. And then on her birthday, I call her, say happy birthday. And then she's like, yeah, she's headed to my grandma's house. I'm like, why are you headed there now? Like, your gift is coming. So hopefully by now she's got her gift that I sent her that was waiting on her patio probably for
Is
a
it
couple
live?
days. I mean, no, it's not alive.
Like, was
but
it alive?
No, it was just a gift.
Oh no, I'm just making sure. Like, I mean, I knew it wasn't like an animal, like flowers or something.
No, it wasn't flowers. It wasn't flowers. It was a gift,
Okay.
but it's like, what I'm saying?
It
I'm
just
thinking,
sat there.
Yeah, well, I think her neighbor went and got it because it was just sitting on the porch. So she called because I told her, I was like, Mom, I had something delivered to you and you ain't there. But yeah, man, like, hey man, I realized today that I am nothing like my mom personality wise. And I don't know how it happened like that, because I'm like, I feel like somebody I was around so much, I should like have adopted some of her mannerisms, and I just didn't, because she's like so upset with, well, not upset, but she gets so irritated with my youngest daughter, Cadence, because Cadence acts like me. I guess I know she acts like me, and I see how much that irritates my mom now, and I'm just thinking, this has got to be hell for her, because like at least when I was acting like that when I was younger, she was like all about her discipline game with me, but now she's like trying to be the cool grandparent to be liked, but she's also being irritated by somebody at the same time, and like this is like the first time I'm looking at my mom look powerless, because like Cadence is being Cadence, and my mom's looking at her going, why you? And my mom tries to do her normal, like, I'm gonna jab at you for doing something I didn't like in a funny way, and Cadence just don't take the bait, man. Cadence just like, whatever.
You said whatever. Didn't you just apologize to your mom, and now you got to apologize to what you just said?
No, but I can't. I'm not gonna apologize for what happened. That's what happens. My mom was there. She knows that's what happens. I'm just saying, man. Like, my apology is like, I'm sorry. Cadence is so much like me, because like I know this has got to be miserable for my mom sometimes. Because like when she talks to me now, I give my little smart aleck comments back to her, and she's like upset about it. But I'm grown and I ain't really disrespectful with it, so we cool. But like with Cadence,
I'm grown, so I can do that.
No. You notice I put the I'm not disrespectful part in there too. I did tag that in there.
He led with that. He led with that.
But I mean, I can see when Cadence, because Cadence ain't disrespectful at all. But I can just see it's like she ain't got no power, man. And to see my mom look powerless, like it almost hurts, because I'm just like, man, like I know you want to be so upset, but you can't. And then even if you were, you also know the person you be being upset with don't give two fucks. Like, oh my God, Cadence could just like, she is next level on not giving a fuck, man. Like she is what I aspire to be one day. I look at Cadence with jealousy sometimes. So I'm just like, yo, man, it'd be like 9:00 at night. Cadence tired. She go in her room, shut the door, go to sleep. You call her or something. She like, man, I don't give a fuck about nothing going on in the rest of the house. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't bother me. Like, this bitch could be burning down. Cadence is like, if that shit don't affect me in my room, I don't care. That's y'all problem.
Wow.
And Kira is on the opposite end. So Kira's super emotional. And my mom is irritated by Kira because I'm sorry, Mom. Kira's a lot like you. and she tends to go up and down very quickly. Very quickly. And I'm sorry that, you know, on your birthday breakfast, you had to experience my greatest accomplishments at the same time. But look, we went to a place called Fancy Biscuit in downtown Richmond. Man, they got some of the best goddamn biscuits I've ever had in my life, man. Yo, Siri just started talking to me for no reason. I ain't
I
even.
was wondering what the pause is about. Like,
No, sorry. Siri just said, "I'm not sure what you want me to do with that fancy biscuit." I'm like, I won't talking to you, Siri. Like, that shit scared. It shit threw me off. I'm like, yo, somebody in the room with me?
wow.
Goddamn technology. But yeah, that's what's on my mind, man. I'm sorry, Mom, that you had to experience, you know, my offspring in the way you did. But happy birthday, and I'm truly thankful for everything you've ever done for me in my life.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you, sir. What's on my mind? So, first of all, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this with as much unnecessary passion as I should. Yo, man, the TV channel Investigation Discovery is wrong, man. It's wrong for this shit. It's just wrong for this shit, man. They be coming out with some good ass shows, man. And most of that shit's real. And so today, once again, chilling day. I'm trying to find some on TV because, you know, when you have like 200 channels, it ain't shit on fucking TV. Then you gotta start going to other places. So I went to HBO Max, and I was like, huh, that looks interesting. You know, now if you don't know ID, they're the same people who brought you like the Nickelodeon shit about old boy and molested kids. So hey, why not fall into another one? And I did. The Boy Band Confidential joint. Man, as interesting as it was, I don't understand. I understand there are people in this world who are sick. I just don't understand why they sick. And bro, man, like taking advantage of children is like sexual advantage of children is like some of the worst shit you can do. Like, I mean, back in the day, draw a quarter, cut your balls off, cut your penis off. You don't need to be doing none of that shit no more. Like, you should not have children, nor should you never have the right to beat off ever in life again. Like, no, that's it for you. And man, yo, except for that part, it's really interesting. It was an interesting show. You know, it talks about the boy bands started with the 80s all the way down to like 2000s or whatever. It was a good show, very interesting. Had some of them talk about it. Boom, boom, boom. Life is good. Then they bring up this shit when people are like, you know, adults are pulling out their penises in front of little kids and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, like, first of all, why are you rich? And then second of all, why haven't you been put in some sort of jail, buried, had your penis cut off? Like, I don't understand it, man. And I'd never hoped to understand it. Let's just get that clear. Like, but yo, sad shit, man. It was interesting about the trials and tribulations. Then it got real dark. And then it got all happy again. Like at the end, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? All I'm gonna sit here and say is, if you haven't seen it, you should. Just because I think a lot of people put superstars and stuff on pedestals, And when it's all said and done, you don't really know what these motherfuckers are going through and stuff like that. And then honestly, I mean, I don't want to be famous. Especially, I'm like, it's almost like you got to give like something to be famous. I don't feel that at all. Even with this show, I don't feel like I need to be famous ever. But then again, I'm an adult now, so it's a little different. But yeah, man. Once again, investigation discovery, man. It's interesting shit up there, but you just got to be mentally prepared to deal with the shit that they talk about, because some of that shit is rough. And definitely, if you're under the age of 25, you shouldn't be watching any of it. You know, I understand you're an adult when you're 18, but hell no, you don't need to be looking at that stuff. You got to wait till you're 25, where your insurance at least gets cheaper. Then you can watch it.
That motherfucker gave him insurance dates. Your insurance rates got to drop before you watch this, son.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. Because it's you gotta have a different
watching this and you high risk.
Yeah. I mean, because man, you gotta have experienced some shit before you watching this shit on TV. But some of that stuff is really, really good. Not gonna lie. But every once in a while they throw this curveball and the shit was going good. Motherfuckers going through shit. Like, okay, everybody's human. And then, boom, I was 15, he pulled his dick out. I'm like, the fuck? Like, where did this come from? Like, you just, come on, man. You gotta prepare motherfucker for that, man. So, but yeah, other than that part, because abuse is nothing that you should really laugh at or anything, because that shit's fucked up. And all adults who abuse kids, there's a special place in hell for you all day. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you can get there sooner rather than later, because that shit's fucked up. A kid who can't defend themselves and you do that. And then, how come it's always dudes? It's always guys with little boys. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't ever want to get it, I guess, but still, this shit's fucked up, man. It's just fucked up. And, whatever. But, yeah, investigation discovery has a lot of cool shit on it, but you just got to be prepared. And like I said,
wasn't the greatest endorsement. I just want you to know that wasn't the greatest endorsement you just gave.
Hey, man, they ain't paying me. I'm just giving it to you real, son.
Like, or maybe it was because that's exactly what that show's about, or that channel's about.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, it talks about shit that it talks about shit that nobody else talks about, but most of it is not good, or it's not good. I mean, they got a joint called Brad Killer. Like, what? Which is another reason. Is this possibly Moco Cowboy? This is possibly the longest episode. I appreciate you still being here watching. So, yeah, man. Just once again, if you got kids, they can't watch this shit. And if you're not 25, you can't watch this shit either. So, that's what it is. With that being said, thank everybody for joining us on a extremely long episode of 5 Minute Warning today. Hey, once again, we do this every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for being here. Please tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Of course, thank you to Moby, thank you to AG. And hey, man, we'll be back next week at 9 p.m. doing this again. Hopefully not for this long, but definitely doing this again. And yes.
I was telling you, sponsor.
Oh, I'm getting there. Don't forget JTD Creations on Facebook. Hey, if you need stuff on Stanley Cups, shirts, hats, they got you. I'm not sure if they do underwear. I have to ask. I'll let you know next week. But definitely not kids. We don't do that kid shit here. So, with that being said, once again, thank you to JTD Creations. Thank you to Moby. Thank you to AG. Thank you to all of you for listening to the show. Because you don't have to, but we appreciate that you do. And as always, we'll see you here once again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on Twitch, on YouTube, and on my Facebook page. And of course, as we always do, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW Podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.